welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, this is just a little tiny, itsy bitsy recap, okay, for Zatima episodes 1 and 2. It was just some side things that I wanted to get on into and discuss and break it on down. You know how we do. So, of course, the first episode was called Basic Instinct, and the second episode was Guilt Trip. Baby, let me tell you, I like the fact, the intimacy of the Zatima show is that we get a little deeper. We get to know these characters on another level that we have not known and seen them as far as sisters go, right? And we're seeing that Zach and Fatima are having some issues when it comes to intimacy. Baby, she feel like he wanted too daggone much, all right? We talking about 4 times in a day, and she like, listen, was you doing this with all the women? No other woman ever complained about it, because this ain't normal. This ain't what I'm used to. This ain't normally what we do. So she out here trying to find him a Miss Side Piece, and Miss Side Piece is actually, a toy. And Zach is like, I know you freaking lying, okay? I ain't about to use no toy when I got you. We also have, getting deeper into his mother and his brother, who are trash, y'all, okay? Throw them away, burn them up, send them down the river, honey. Y'all know how I feel when it comes to trash, okay? Get that right on out of here. We are finding out that he has been abused. He has been in and out of different foster homes. He has been left out in a daggone supermarket. And baby, seeing all these different things is definitely making me realize why Zach, acts the way that he does and reacts to things the way that he does. One of the first women to ever hurt him is his daggone mama. So yeah, you would probably have issues with women if that's the first person that you feel like violated you. But we gonna go ahead and get into these 2 episodes, y'all. So, of course, with the first episode, it was more so we are just winding down and coming off of the fact of them dealing with the fallout with Deja. They done had that daggone you seen where Fatima had to freaking pull her behind up out the daggone hot tub. So, of course, she's over here talking about how she's injured and hurt. Fatima hurt her and she needs medical attention and all that different kind of stuff. And, of course, Fatima could care less, all right? And so we also are basically having her say to Zach, like, listen, you've been kind of wanting it too much. Like, I didn't really want to say nothing to you, before. I thought it was going to calm down. I thought it was going to change. I thought maybe, you know what I mean? It was just like one of those things where it was the little honeymoon phase or whatever the case may be. But at this point now, I think I got to speak up or forever hold my peace, because you're going to continue on with this if I don't. Now, I've said it. This is a part of the communication where it falls, because if you wasn't never complaining about it before, Fatima girl, to a certain degree, that is your fault. If you don't tell him what you like, what you don't like, what you want, what you don't want, you can't expect for him to be a daggone mind reader. And no, okay? I also feel like I said, we always heard the dynamic, even though we more so heard it from Karen's side and Karen's perspective of Zach just being a ladies' man. Excuse me. We heard about him cheating on her. We heard about him, seeing with other people when they were not together, which at the end of the day, he had every right to do. But obviously, excuse me, y'all. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm choking up a storm. We heard about these different stories with him with different women, right? Even when they were separated, which is his right, because we not together. But it was like, okay, he's out there, he's promiscuous, he gets around. So I'm wondering, with now Fatima complaining about how much he wants sex and how she doesn't feel like this is really normal. Sorry, y'all, my throat right now. How she's feeling like this is not really normal is like, okay, is there a bigger issue going on here, right? Is this actually a thing where he actually has an addiction? A lot of people do. Is Tyler Perry trying to shine a light on that? We have no clue. We just got to wait till the rest of the story is being told, right? We can't really jump to conclusions, but that could be one aspect of it, right? And so, even when she's talking to her friend Angela and she's telling her, she's like, yeah, girl, what you going to do about that? No way, Jose, okay? Nobody can be playing around like that. And she's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. As we go into The second episode, we are then seeing, of course, his trash mother and brother, like I said, where he done gave them money. He done tried to help them before. You talking about the money is already gone. What the heck did you do with it? You know what I'm saying? Y'all spent up all of that on daggone drugs, and you want to ask for more money talking about the brother need a truck, and we heard you doing good, and we heard your girl doing good. I don't give a damn what you heard, and we have him go take us to the supermarket, of course, because she claiming that she hungry, only to turn around and leave him in the supermarket, and him then to come back to Fatima and have this major breakdown, what I'm saying, and be able to vent to her, which I'm glad he was able to vent to her. I'm glad he was able to be vulnerable, because a lot of guys don't, or a lot of guys don't feel like they can, right? How many times have we heard, well, men don't cry, men ain't supposed to get emotional. We've also had the saying that is, big girls don't cry, which is all bull crap at the end of the day, all right? We as human beings cry, we have emotions, you know what I'm saying? And that just makes us human. That don't make you any less. That don't make you weak or anything else. And so I love that he was felt like he could open up to her and be vulnerable like that. And at the same time, I love the way that she was comforting him and just telling him, I'm not your mother. I'm not what you went through. I got your back. I'm here. I'm not leaving. I'm not going nowhere. And we found out that his mother had basically left him and freaking, went off and was child doing some, things, something strange for some change. And he basically came and saw her and was calling her name, and she was paying him absolutely no mind the whole time. So it's like that basically speaks to so much with why he is the way he is and why he feel the way that he do. Like, it makes perfect sense. So again, I just, like that we dig in a little deeper, and it made me sad. Like, they was acting their behinds off in that freaking car right there, baby. Let me tell you, okay? It was very emotional, it was very sad, it was very intense. And so I definitely do, understand why Zach was struggling the way that he did and why he may have made some of the choices that he made. It makes it make a lot more sense to me in that aspect. And the fact that, I don't know, I guess him and his brother, their experiences was completely different, because the brother's just as much as an a-hole as the daggone mother. He seems to be down with her. He don't seem to see any problem with it. And, they're making it seem like that Zach owes them or owes him for him supposedly going to jail for Zach. But I'm trying to understand when was this, because we know that Zach has definitely been arrested in the past, and it was to the point where it was like, well, we don't want him having no more arrests, right? And we know how sometimes Tyler could be inconsistent with his storytelling. I could have sworn it was something about Zach having went to jail for his brother, so I'm confused now when we get here to Zatima and they saying that he went to jail for Zach. But either way, at the end of the day, obviously you made the choice to do that. And when you came there and asked Zach for the money, he literally wrote the check out for you and sent you on your way. The fact that you think you're going to keep extorting him and getting more and more and more and more and more is like, no, slow down. Okay, you doing too damn much. And so I don't know how much more of them we're going to see and what their dynamic is. He coming inside the daggone barbershop being real disrespectful to Tony, smoking in there and all that different kind of stuff. I'm not fans of Zach's friends either, and I'm going to get a little bit more into that in the next video. But in that aspect and that part of the story, I did like the fact that Tony was trying to keep the peace. Tony was trying to talk to both of them. Tony was trying to call out Nate and tell him that he was wrong. When he's in that zone, I'm okay with Tony. But the rest of the time, to be honest with y'all, I said this in the live that me and Just Call Me EJ did the other day. I really was not feeling him for probably like the first half of the season. I was like, where the heck Zach get these friends from? Okay, so the one aspect of how his family is one thing. And then the fact that his friends is that way is a whole nother thing. And at times we could start out all together from kids or whatever, but we just go different paths as adults, right? And we may start outgrowing each other. And I think that Zach has really outgrown his friends, to be quite honest. And they are still ready to stay stuck there and be kids and be childish. And they want to live vicariously through him now that he have this money. That's how it comes off to me as far as they are concerned. And so not only does Zach need to reevaluate his relationship with his family, but he also needs to reevaluate with his friends, And where I get concerned with Fatima at is we hear her say, which we get into more of that also in episodes 3 and 4, that her mother don't even know that she freaking moved in with him, let alone that she's engaged to him. Girl, Fatima, why not? Why wouldn't you have told your family something like that by now? So, like I said, more questions, getting some answers, starting to get into the nitty and gritty of it. I am looking forward to seeing what the rest of this season is going to hold. And that's what I got for this video, y'all, because like I said, I didn't want it to be long, just wanted to touch on it a little bit, to see our full live discussion. It is up on YouTube. Me and Just Call Me EJ will be doing weekly reviews on this. We will be doing live discussion breakdowns, rotating between my channel and her channel, and actually streaming on both channels at the same time, so you ain't got no excuse, no reason to miss it. Of course, I am also doing Power Book 2 if anybody's interested in that. Snowfall, Love After Lockup. This Saturday I will be doing Self-Care Saturday and what you should be watching. And yeah, we're gonna have a lot more stuff coming up, okay? A lot more collaborations that we working on behind the scenes. And I also have my Godfather Harlem up too, if anybody want to check that out, okay? But anyway, give me a wave. Let me know you came by. I'll put some flames up in the sky, okay, y'all? Like, comment, share, subscribe if you are so inclined. See y'all later. Till next time. Toodaloo.